Gravity. Well, this is the ninth
Yeah.
album. So, um, do you think that right now in 2016, Caliban still have something new to say, or you already found some sound that you are comfortable with, and you are just still going on that?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, what the music, what the songs really have to say is more like lyric wise, I would say. First, and yeah, there's always lots of things which we think about, talk about, or whatever, which bothers us maybe because the lyrics are mainly a bit personal, but also critical towards things which happen in the world, and like all kinds of things, and we always have the need to express ourselves. So um, that will never stop. So in this content, of course, we always have something to say, and yeah, music-wise, we always try to create something new, a bit more influence to new 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 stuff, and we always try that and keep it interesting for you, for us, and yeah. So this way, we definitely have something to say, if you mean that.
Yes. Well, Mark, once again, this album is recorded on your studio, Nemesis,
Yeah.
and you are producing the album and you're also helping with the mixing of the album. So, in some sort of way, it seems that you want to be involved in every aspect of this new album of Gravity, right?
Yeah, because I had a pretty good vision of how I wanted the album to sound. Um, not only song wise, but also like the way it really actually sounds. So I chose all the sounds during the recording myself. I recorded, like you said, in my studio, and I was doing a great part of the mixing too. You know, and to read that I could go through with the vision I had in mind for this album. I wanted it to be a bit more rough, more more dry somehow, pretty heavy sounding, and yeah. So I thought it's the best way to do it myself somehow.
Yeah. Okay, Mark, Caliban has reached a lot of success quickly for being in the metal scene and everything. You know, you starting from scratch, from zero, and now you are playing as headliners of festivals where you have other bands like, for example, That Tranquility, who are below
Yeah.
you, right? So, how that makes you feel uh, to to have reached that status as a band of playing like the headliner.
Yeah, I mean it's definitely pretty fortunate, you know, and but yeah, and you were maybe there in the right time at the right place, and we just tried to always get our music around. We played a lot of shows for many years, and tried to get our name around, and always worked hard on our albums to make the best possible as we can. So yeah, we're definitely pretty happy how it turned out because not all bands have this fortune. I mean, of course, we are not in the level of Slipknot or whatever, you know, but there are many bands which are great bands and they're still playing in front of 200 people, which I don't understand sometimes, you know, and so we are pretty fortunate, I think. So, of course, we're pretty happy about it.
Yeah. Okay. So about Gravity, you have there is three people involved in the production of this album. It's not only you; it's also Benny Richter and Marcel Newman who are
Yeah.
working on this. So uh, each of these person has something to say about the production on this album. I mean, can you see the hand of each of Benny, of you, and of Marcel on Gravity?
Yeah, I definitely can. It's um, it's mainly like this so that you and the people who read this understand how that came together. It's like I write the basic song ideas at home in my studio or whatever, you know, write them,
Yeah.
record them and everything, and then I meet with Benny mostly and show him what I have done, what I've created, and what my idea about this is pretty much, and yeah, and then he suggests sometimes something different and how the song could be better than it is or was until that point, and Marcel comes in because he's also a very good guitar player and he lives in the same city where Benny and me worked on the songs. So um, he just sometimes came around and threw in his how to say 2 cents, like
Yeah.
um, how he would maybe because he's a good friend and he's, like I said, good guitar player. And then something said, "Hey, this riff is pretty cool, but if you add this and this note, then you could make it to be more evil or more melodic. What do you think about this?" So he was there sometimes, like he was there like maybe 4 afternoons or something to go through and check what his ideas were. So he's not so much involved, for example, like Benny or me.
One of the pluses of Caliban is also the live show, right?
Yeah.
For example, we remember your last show was in Resurrection Fest in
Yeah.
Galicia in Spain, which fans remember that as one of the greatest from Caliban here. I want to ask you, for you, which is the fondest memory that you save from any of the shows you have made? For example, recently on the last.
That's pretty tough because we play pretty many shows and there's always something going on, but not. I just remember what first comes to mind is maybe a more funny thing. This makes me also more interesting. So we were playing the Grass Pop Festival in Belgium.
Yes, yes.
Yeah, we played there not last year, like 2 years ago,
Yeah,
like 1.5 years ago in the summer.
yeah,
We played there, and everything was set up. We had a huge setup for the stage. We had like lights and like scarecrows and the gas mask. And everything was perfect. The sound, we made sound check in-ear sound because we play with in-ear sounds,
yeah.
and everything was working perfect. So the intro starts. We went on stage and we're very energetic, and we were like, why are the people looking at us so strange?
Yeah.
We were like, nobody moved, and everybody was like nodding, like looked very strange. And we're like, what is going on? Whatever. We just continued playing, and then after like 1.5 minutes in our in-ears, our sound guy said, guys, you should maybe stop playing because the PA system is not on. So we actually played because we played to in-ear, and we have everything. Our whole sound is completely separated from the PA system. So we had the click track, we had the drum, everything what we played, we heard,
Yeah.
and we heard everything, and the boss, everything sounded completely normal, but yeah, the PA was out, and the people were wondering why we jump around on stage there, and there's no sound. That was fun, but that felt we're like, and then of course it was very funny afterwards because then our singer had to say, yeah, now you wonder why we jump around like fools. Yeah, we didn't know the PA is not on because we heard ourselves, and then we had to wait 5 minutes and talk to the people sitting on stage. So it was a pretty fun moment. That was the first thing which comes to mind now. But definitely I also remember the Resurrection Fest we played like 1.5 years ago, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that was definitely a very great show for us. We had a lot of fun, and also hope to come back there soon. Not this year, but maybe next year. But yeah, this is also definitely a show we remember because we just flew in and had to set up pretty quick, and we everything worked. And I also remember that everything went fine, and we flew on a